Hi, everyone. My name is Donna Peterson, and I am the president and owner of World Innovators. Today, I wanted to show you simply how I go on to ChatGPT to create an email sequence. Not just a generic email sequence, but a sequence that definitely offers value. So I want to share my screen and show you chat. Let's go right here. Here we are, it's chatgpt.com. What's on the agenda for today? And you've got a prompt right here. And this is where I would go in and say, Izzy is my AI assistant. I like to name my chat GPT so it feels more like I am talking to a friend back and forth. Here's the complete prompt. Izzy, can you please put together a 3 email sequence for packaging engineers at mid-sized food companies who need a better labeling solution? Put in as many details as possible because that is how you're going to get an output that resonates more with what you need. So we hit return, and Izzy starts to think and comes back with, absolutely, Donna, here is an email series, and it gives you email 1, email 2, email 3. And this is interesting, but I'm seeing some words that Donna Peterson would not use. This is where you tell chat. If you've worked with chat for a while, it truly understands you. And this is where I would say, Izzy, can you please make these emails sound like Donna Peterson from World Innovators? You have to remind it all the time because how I sound and somebody else sounds is totally different. I'm not going to be unleashed. You must have by now. No, I want to make sure that these sound genuine. And then the other thing here I want to tell chat is please make sure each email comes across value based, not salesy. Like I said, I am not buy it now. I am more here's more information that can help you. If you'd like our services or buy our product, please feel free to out to me. But I am not here to sell. I'm here to give out information. So please make sure each email comes across value-based, not salesy. Now it goes through and it starts to rethink. So it gave us those 3 emails. We've told it now to sound like myself or yourself. You got to put your name, put your company name. Make sure that the emails sound more value based, not salesy. And I know the people I'm usually going after, it's quick. They got to make sure it is for them. So let's say, Izzy, make sure the emails are touching on a challenge or a goal the prospect is trying to achieve. Make the message as concise as possible, as engineers are not interested in fluff. Just get to the point, but show that we truly care in helping them succeed. You see what I did here? Not only did I say make sure that it touches on their challenges or their goals, but I also reiterated again, this is going towards engineers. We all know that engineers don't want the fluff. Get to the point, give it to them quickly. And I wanted to remind Izzy of that right here. And we hit return. And you see, it's much shorter. It's going, if your labels are lifting in cold or wet conditions, you're not alone. It's a common issue in food packaging, and it slows everything down. We've helped engineers fix this without overhauling their whole system. Just smarter materials and setup. Want a quick rundown of solutions that have worked in similar environments? Following up, too much time lost during changeover. Short runs and frequent SKU changes are great for sales, but headache for the packaging line. It's really showing the individual that you understand, one, their industry, but you understand the challenges that they're having. People don't usually respond and buy large pieces of equipment from a one-off email. And that's why it's important to do an email series, but make sure that each email is a little bit different, showing again that you're understanding of their industry, of their situation. If I just did a generic email and I said reminder or email 2, email 3, that does not spark their interest. But if you mention a challenge that they're having in a subject line, they're going to open it up because they're trying to find a solution to their problem so that they can work smarter. These are much better emails. I like these a great deal. This is something I would use. And now, if I knew like a certain prospect, maybe I can fine tune it, not just being all food packaging, maybe it's just for bottles. One thing I will tell you is chat leans towards being more positive. You have to tell chat, can you please be brutally honest? This is like me talking to my brothers now. They're brutally honest. So it's now I'm saying to my brothers, review this and let me know. Can you please be brutally honest that you feel these emails will be effective in getting the prospect to respond? It's very important to ask it, yes, Donna, let's be brutally honest. Will these emails get responses? They're well positioned, value based, written with empathy, which aligns with how engineers think and operate. But effectiveness depends on few key factors. And now here it goes. Strength of these emails. What could be improved to boost the response rates? And it gives me some ideas of things we can put in there. Bottom line, yes, these will work, especially if you're reaching people who are already aware of a labeling problem. This gets back to the point of you can create these great emails, but if they are not reaching the right people, they're not going to resonate. That's why you have to make sure you're reaching the right audience with the right message on the right channels. You get all three of those, and that is where the magic will happen. And now, after you get all three emails to exactly the way you want, you've got to still take the time to finesse it, to put in your quirky ways. These are always just a baseline. They're as if your intern wrote these up for you, but you now, as the owner of these emails, need to tweak them so they sound like you. This is just a quick tutorial. If you have any questions or how you can utilize chat to really finesse it, to reach your specific audience, or to do deep research. We here at World Innovators, we subscribe to Chat's deep research, which you also can do. It's $200 a month. And what you get with that, it'll really dive into your audience and give you those pieces of information that you need to show the prospect that you truly understand their industry, their goals, their challenges that they're having. And it might give you some backup statistics or quotes or references that you can use. But if you don't want to pay $200 a month for that service, our clients come to us and say, Donna, we only need this like once every 6 months. We need to upgrade our email sequence. Can you help us? Yes, we can. If you need help, reach out to me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. We could set up a one-on-one AI strategy session, or I come into your company, I speak with entire teams, giving that presentation of AI. Where is it? What is it? How can we utilize it? And then I show hands-on examples just like this, going through it back and forth with you so that you can get exactly the response you need. Till next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.